Hello YouTube, welcome back to Kind Heart Homestead. In today's video, you'll get to see the concrete pouring process, or at least what I was able to capture by camera. A lot of this stuff is new to me, actually all of it's new to me, and I'm sure I've made a lot of mistakes, so if you're a professional, please be nice to me in the comments, but let me know what I can improve on for next time. And for those of you who have never done concrete work, don't take this as an example. Just take this as my experience being a homesteader, trying to do everything I can by myself. So if you're just simply here for entertainment purposes, or you just want to be inspired to do more things yourself, please stick around. And I hope you enjoy this video. Thanks a lot. So starting off, the truck arrived here on time, no problem there. I believe the most important concrete tool, at least that I've seen people do on YouTube, is this concrete rake. And I'm glad I purchased this because the concrete was very stiff. The driver was able to add water on site to make it flow a bit more, but I got a full body workout pushing and pulling this concrete into the appropriate areas. It's not as simple as just aiming the chute anywhere you want it, because the driver was manning the back of it there, and he can't exactly pull forward and backwards while he's doing this. So he would drive it to a general area, and then we would swivel the chute back and forth, but I would still have to push and pull the concrete towards the footing because I wanted the perimeters full first. In fact, I was trying to avoid putting any concrete in the center because the green coloration of the vapor barrier is the only signal that I have not to step in the footer and fall down into the rebar. So I'm just kind of watching out for the last 2 feet around the perimeter so I don't fall down. And you'll see in just a moment how this turns out. But basically with that extra water added, it was able to flow towards the corners much easier than the original mix. Well, we're short on concrete. For some reason, we can't get a hold of the concrete company. I can make calls, no problem, but I think their line is busy down at the plant. So the driver's gonna head back down and see what they tell him about getting me more concrete. The driver suggests we purchase another 3.5 yards. I have no way of estimating. I don't have any experience with this, but he said it's better to have too much than run short again, and they can take the excess concrete back. I'm gonna start moving all this concrete to the lowest points. That way, the finished slab concrete will all be from the same batch. So I'm gonna work on that now. Since I have the time, I'm going to test out some of these concrete tools. I'm going to start with the wooden, I think it's called a bull float. We'll see how it goes. It looks like this wing nut's not tight enough. I'll have to try to figure it out because I can't tighten it by hand. All right, I grabbed some pliers to tighten the wing nut. Now let's see if we can get this to work. The trick for this bull float is to always keep the leading edge above the concrete so it doesn't get dug in. The leading edge being the direction that the float is being pushed or pulled. So going forward, you want the front edge to be up. When you go back, you need to lift the handle to lift the back edge. Since we were short on concrete and they have to go get us some more, I'm taking this time to do some backfilling and some other tasks, anything I can think of. One concept I've heard of online is to use a saw, electric saw without a blade, as a vibrating tool. So let's see if it does anything. Concrete vibrating tools are a very standard piece of equipment in the concrete industry. I didn't really feel the need to purchase one or rent one for this small of a project, but I decided to just see if this would do anything. And I believe the point of this is to settle the aggregate and to bring more of the cream to the surface and to fill any air bubbles that may have been caused by the pouring of the concrete. I took the reciprocating saw and vibrated the full perimeter, and anywhere where the foam blew out, basically any of the places where I didn't backfill enough, the cream from the concrete is coming over the top, and I suppose that's fine. Anyway, but I went ahead and backfilled over that just to try to reduce any more concrete coming out, and I backfilled the full perimeter just in case the weight of all of this, including the next load, would increase the blowout, but also just because I have the time to do it. There's a slab behind me. So the slab was a pain. That's about all I can say. But I've been watching concrete videos for years. Odell Concrete is a shout out. He's a concrete worker over in like the California area where they have more seismic codes than they do here. So all of his stuff has rebar in it. He always has teams working on stuff. They make stuff look so easy. But watching his channel for years, I figured I could do this, but I didn't realize how quickly the concrete was gonna cure. Unfortunately, I had to pay extra for the truck to go back down the mountain and then back up with some more yards of concrete. It was just impossible to measure the amount of yards that I would need because my footing was so inconsistent. But it didn't turn out bad. It just cured really fast, and then I had a lot of high spots that I was trying to chip down with the trowel. It'll be fine. It's just a shed. If we wanted to put some self-leveling compound over the top of it to put flooring down, if we wanted it super flat, we could do that. But being a shed, I don't think it's going to be an issue. Also, I put the least priority on the utility room. I didn't really tackle that at all. I've just been focusing on where the bottom plates are gonna fasten, and I'll just have to deal with any inconsistencies when I cut the framing. So this is it. And I feel like the rest of the stuff's gonna be relatively easy because I have experience framing, doing roofing, doing plumbing, doing electrical. What I didn't have experience with was footings and concrete. So that's it. And I hope you enjoy the series. If you want to be notified about future installments to the series, you should go ahead and click the subscribe button and click that notification bell. See you back next time at Kind Heart Homestead. Thanks.